To sell anything online, there are tons of marketing strategies you can use. But if you are focused on selling high-ticket products or services, in this video you will learn the best and easiest 3-step marketing strategy that allows you to sell your stuff easily and quickly. My name is Max Cecco and I teach aspiring entrepreneurs and professionals how to turn their knowledge and or someone else's expertise even into a 7-figure business. If you like my content, subscribe to this channel and hit the like button. The marketing strategy I'm going to reveal in this video consists of only 3 steps. Step number 1. Transform a cold visitor into a prospect, a potential client. Step number 2. Create only one indoctrination video, the most important section. Step number 3. Ask to fill out the application. Now, let's dive deep into each of these 3 steps. Step number 1. Transform a cold visitor into a prospect, a potential client. The first step is always to identify which cold visitors raise their hand and show their interest in your message. You need to transform those visitors into prospects by letting them subscribe to your email list to receive precious information. You have to collect your potential client's name, email and phone number. By getting the most essential details of your potential clients, you will be able to communicate with them whenever you want. And most importantly, no one can ban you. In this first step, you need to create a squeeze page. A page that contains a subscription form and elicits curiosity to know more about the topic you are discussing. Your ability to persuade people with written words is demanded. I'm talking about copywriting. In this page, the headline, the promise you make to your potential subscriber, plays a huge role. Even if you give away the best information for free, remember that getting data from a stranger is not easy today. You must always sell the free subscription by promising a valid solution for your ideal client's problems. Now, let's switch to the second step. Step number 2. Create only one indoctrination video. I can call this step the indoctrination process. In a nutshell, you need to provide the right information to your prospects in order to persuade them to move to the next step. Fill out an application form to speak with someone over the phone. Indeed, when you sell high-ticket products or services, you can't think of selling them just by pushing a button and completing the online transaction, obviously. If you want to sell products or services with a price range between $5,000 and $25,000 or more, you absolutely have to speak with your potential clients. Listen to their needs, their fears, their desires, their struggles, and so on. It's a very customized communication. To create this indoctrination video, there are different communication strategies based on what you're going to sell and how much you want to educate and prepare your prospects before the phone call. For example, some people prefer a short video between 15 and 25 minutes to give the basic information about how to fix the prospect's problem and elicit curiosity, but they don't reveal the price and too many details about the product or service. They prefer to discuss everything during the call. By doing so, you can certainly receive many applications, but you have to manage more phone calls. On the flip side, if you want to filter your prospects and receive fewer but high-qualified applications properly, you can create a 1 hour or a 1 hour and a half video revealing different information in order to manage fewer phone calls by getting very hot leads almost ready to buy. Since every market is different, I highly recommend testing these 2 options to verify which of them brings the best results in terms of sales. Regardless of short or long-form videos, always focus your attention on the context first and do not provide much content. What does it mean? If you're selling an online course or a service, pay attention not to reveal too much about every detail of what you are selling. I mean, don't focus too much on the content. Instead, focus 90% on the context. So, what is the context? The context represents your potential clients' beliefs about what you are selling, their objections and their doubts. In a nutshell, they have to believe enough both in you and in themselves in order to fill out the application and consequently buy what you sell. You need to know that there are three types of objections: internal objections, external objections, product objections. Internal objections represent the objections potential clients have based on themselves, beliefs about their ability to execute what you want them to do. External objections identify false beliefs your potential clients have about outside forces that could keep them from success, things beyond the individual's control, such as time or the economy. Product objections are false beliefs regarding your vehicle. I mean, the way you decide to use to provide a solution for the problem. You have to educate and persuade your prospects to believe in your solution, to believe they will be capable of doing what you ask them to do, and to believe that they have all the resources to change their life and/or business. Period. Now, let's switch to the last step of this strategy. Step number 3. Ask to fill out the application. Your product or service is not for everyone. Your prospects can't buy your product or service just because they have the money to buy it. It doesn't work in this way. The psychology behind the application is very powerful. In a nutshell, they have to sell to themselves why they need your product or service. It is called reverse psychology. So, in order to persuade your prospects to fill out this application, you could say something like this. What you have to do now is to click on the button below this video and fill out the application. Indeed, you can't buy this program with a buy now button, but I want to be sure you are a good fit for this program. Only 30 seats are available. So, click on the button below, fill out the form, and then you will book a call with one of my partners, without any obligations from your side. Now, I want to share with you some important questions you can include in your application. Question number 1. What is the main reason why you would like to start this mentoring program? Question number 2. What do you want to achieve thanks to this path? Question number 3. Why, in your opinion, you haven't already achieved the results you are looking for? Question number 4. What are the 3 most significant aspects you liked the most about the webinar? Question number 5. What is your why in life? Why do you do what you do? Question number 6. Why do you want to work directly with Max? Explain it in detail. You can easily understand how valuable this information is before talking to the prospects over the phone. The more info you know about them, their problems, their frustration, and their desires, the easier it will be to sell your product or service. And with that being said, if you want to sell high-ticket products or services, you have to understand the psychology behind them. This is why I highly recommend watching this video. The psychology of a successful high-ticket marketing. Without the right mindset and approach, you will not be able to sell expensive stuff. So, watch this video now.